Fantastic. It was really good. It's first, what are these things called again? Ultimate 3-dayer that I've done. So I'm in Platinum, but I hadn't done the groundwork on that one. So I've done all the coursework and stuff like that. But it was great to actually go through the session, and it's been updated so much since you know, the DVDs and stuff like that. Everything's changed. Well, not everything, but lots of things have changed. So yeah, it's great. Well, I guess, you know, it comes down to two things, I guess: attitude and knowledge. The knowledge perspective has been a fairly hefty improvement on pre-Dymphna. I mean, when I met my partner, she had sort of talked about, oh, this great real estate stuff that she knew about, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, naturally I was a little bit skeptical about it. And but yeah, once I started learning about it, and there's an element of, you know, this must be too good to be true, like cash flow positive property, like, does that exist? And then, yeah, so the knowledge part of it, and then learning these things exist first, and then how to find them second, and then actually doing it and seeing that they do exist, which was fantastic. But the attitude thing is the other one. Getting into, you know, what is behind your thought processes, and into concepts of self-belief and stuff like that as well. That's quite a large change for me as well. And it's just such a fuel for success when you actually get into what's behind that, and you can change your attitudes. Then it gives you the ability to move forward in ways that you didn't have before, and that's something that I wouldn't have without this program. It's still early days for us. It's actually funny because where we're sort of in the maths and stuff today, we're mid-deal, so we've bought the property and we're doing stuff to it. So on paper, it didn't look as good a position as we're going to be in not that short amount of time. But even then, it still was a decent position. So we tidied up some of our other things. So we had pre-investment properties we bought pre-Dymphna that we've tidied up a bit and made cash flow positives. So that's good. And we've started the process of sort of investing going forward. And now it's just a matter of continuing that deal and then starting to do all the stuff that we want to do now. Yeah. Well, it's funny, we had that conversation with one of my friends probably a couple of months ago at a pub, at another friend's farewell, and they were sort of talking about how they went to the bank and their bank manager had said, hey, you can borrow some more money and get investment property. And it's like, oh, that's really cool, like you're doing property now, like what should I do? And the first thing we said was, well, look, this is what we do. You know, we go to the courses by, you know, a lady called Dymphna Boholt, and explain sort of, you know, what it was about, you know, what you learned and stuff like that, and said you should go to a 1-dayer. So that's what I would first say, you know, like you got to go and get a taste for it and sort of see what's involved, and yeah, then go from there. But give it a go. You know, what's the worst? I mean, considering there's free 1-dayers consistently, go and see what is told, and so how that matches to what you want to do in the future and how you think about things, and just go in with an open mind as well. Yes, it's definitely more certain. There's a firm direction to it. Yeah, I mean, certainly after today as well, you know, and it's something that we'll go back and work on as well. Given the tools to work on it today, you know, the idea of your 2-year plans and stuff like that, even being someone, you know, who's been working on it so far, that sort of advice and direction and stuff will give us, yeah, the ability to plan forward, and yeah, definitely more certain, you could say.